welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope you are well. I'm doing love readings for February, so what we're going to be doing is just getting whatever spirit wants to tell us about your person. Okay, this is for the beginning of February, the first 2 weeks of February 2023. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. It's not really going to be with tarot. I'm just going to be pulling oracle because that's what they wanted me to pull. There's going to be an extended for this reading, and for February my extendeds are going to be 18 plus readings with regards to your person. They're going to be very dirty in nature, and I have some very, very dirty cards, and I'll show you what some of those cards look like at the end. We're also going to get other messages from your person with my own created decks in the 18 plus reading. All right, so if you're interested in that, the link for the 18 plus reading for this is in the description box below. Okay, Aries, let's see. I do personal readings where I have down and dirty messages from your person and other love readings, just so you know. All right, Aries, let's see. What do we need to know about your person with regards to love here for the beginning of February 2023? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Series. Do we want me to take these? Yes. Almost in the fire. I'm burning all my cards. All right, so it came in the reverse, but these are playing cards, but they're love playing cards. It says, I love you, begins with I, but it ends up by you. Okay? This is the Ace of Spades. Okay? So I am going to look at this as the Ace of Swords in a way. So I know people read this very differently. But my guides are telling me to read it in that manner. So we have that one that flipped out there. The other one is, I love you because you make me feel special. This is the Six of Hearts. I see this as the Six of Cups. Okay? The other one is the Joker card. Love is when she is the perfect one. Or you can flip the roles when he is the perfect one. Okay? So we have this right here. So, bottom of the deck is, I love you when you give me hugs. This is Two of Spades. All right? Looking at it as Two of Swords. Now, what I'm getting from this is your person, they're a touchy-feely person. Okay? There's something about the way you hug them or the way they hug you, and they feel this great surge of energy from you. It's kind of like some of you can very well, when you hug each other, you feel like you're in a different world, and this person really, you start telepathically talking to each other because that Ace of Swords is there, right? If I'm looking at this as the Ace of Spades. And when it says I love you begins with I, but it ends up by you. They love to be by you. It's like the energy that they have for you, the love they have for you, it's accelerated, it's augmented, especially when you are hugging each other, when you are holding each other, all right? I mean, if you look at this card, it's like they're so happy, and they're just really in this strong embrace here, okay? And, you know, I love you because you make me feel special. Maybe they give you flowers, or you've given them flowers, or there's something about you do things for them that make you feel special. When I'm getting with that flower thing, it's something of, maybe something of nature. Maybe they inspire you to be more nature, and they love you because they try to get you to do different things, right? With that flower card, this could be kind of a different way of, case in point, with males, women don't necessarily give males flowers. People don't necessarily give men flowers, right? But there's something here with this exchange with regards to you helping them to see the way love is expressed in a different light, where it's not a bad thing for men to get flowers. You see what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, why would somebody do that? But it's coming from nature, and flowers can be symbolic of different things. It's like there's a lyric in the James Morrison song, You Make Me, You Give Me Something, where he goes, there's something about, I know I haven't given you flowers, I don't give you flowers because I can't work out what they mean, right? You may be dealing with somebody who, you know, when it comes to the flowers or something, I'm getting this thing with flowers here, guys, so bear with me. Something with the flowers here, it's kind of like, this person may not see anything with the purpose of flowers because, again, they don't see exactly what they mean. what society has done is they've romanticized it, right? Again, there's a stigma here where flowers should only be given to women. That is not the case, all right? I actually saw a guy pick up flowers for his brother at the supermarket the other day, but there were a different type. They didn't look as feminine, but it was vibrant, and there was something about it, something about how he has them in like his flower garden that he has or something. You know, when we look at those things, it's not supposed to be looked at as something that's weak or, oh my God, you're like a girl or whatever. It's crap, okay? So because of this card, I love you because you make me feel special, you do things for them that are more special, or this person wants to do things for you that is more coming from the heart with that Six of Cups. They have a lot of memories for you with this. There's something here about you do things differently and you get them to see love in a different light. Okay, there are a lot of I'm hearing golden memories, a lot of wonderful memories that they have with you. And, you know, they're getting out of this energy with the Two of Spades here. When I'm looking at the Two of Swords, with putting their head in the sand and avoiding the truth of the situation, that they can't get away from you with how they feel. It's like they feel like you've had these past lives. You've been through this before because you have been through this with this person before. This is a past life connection with the Six of Cups here. And with that Joker card, love is when she is the perfect one. It's like love is you. You are the one who determines what love is. It's kind of like that, what's it called? David Kaw song, the definition of beautiful. You're the definition of love for them, okay? And remember, this person, you're having them see that in a different light, and this person's enamored with you because of that, because you're showing them what love really is, and you are that definition of love, and they see that very clearly with this Ace of Spades here, right? Love, I love you begins with I, but it ends up with you, right? And if you do I love you, if you don't spell it out, it's just a you, or the last word in the word you is the letter U, right? It's a team effort, all right? It's something where both of you are aligned and both of you like see love in the same light, but you express it very differently. So this individual knows that without you, there is no true love there. That's how they're seeing you as, okay? And they feel so much warmth from you, especially when they're by you, they're in your presence, they are hugging you. There's something about embracing that they love to do with you, and it's something magical when you guys are embracing, and they're trying to avoid the fact that that's not how they feel. It's like, is this an illusion? Kind of like the Joker card. Now I'm getting like an illusion of this love. Is this a joke? Like, do I really feel this way when I'm with this person? When I hug them, it's like, again, they feel like time escapes them. It's time stops, and it's just like, where are we? I will be honest with you here. The times that I've hugged my divine masculine, it feels that way, where it's like, where is this coming from? And we've had telepathic communication, and it feels like there's nobody else in the world but us. This is what you felt for them, but this person's also feeling this for you, okay? There's no end in sight here. They're realizing that this type of love is not a joke, that it exists, it is real. And what's happening is when they embrace you, when they're near you, when they reminisce about the times with you, they are taken back to those other lifetimes, and they're being reminded of other situations or other experiences with you, and something gets triggered in them. But it's a positive trigger saying, oh my gosh, I remember when we spent this time together in this past life, or when we were married and we had kids, because Six of Cups is also kids. And, you know, when we were just in this embrace, and where the world just like escaped us, right? So you really make them feel like there's somebody, that the way that they are is that they're lovable, that you love them for the way that they are. And there is this sense of playfulness with the Six of Cups, that they can be like a child in a way. They can be happy in that element where if they act silly or they act very playful, they're very jokey, right? For some of you Aries, you know, your person is a jokester, and they like to make these incredible jokes. They like to make you laugh, they like to make you smile, and they go out there saying, you know what, I can be myself. Six of Cups, I can tap into my inner child. And Aries won't they won't belittle me. They won't, you know, look at me like I'm crazy, or like, why are you doing that? Like, act like an adult, act like a child. If you're in a relationship with somebody who tells you that, that's crap. Okay? There's no way that that relationship is going to last, because if you can't have fun, you can't tap into your inner child, you become way too serious, there's no playfulness, that relationship becomes like, it's like, it turns into a brick wall. I'm hearing it gets solid, it gets stagnant. That doesn't free up the energy for more love to come in. It doesn't free up the energy for new experiences to be had, for new memories to be made, if you're not being creative, if you're not tapping into the inner child. So this person's seeing this very clearly now about you, and that they have more fun. They're a lot more playful when you are there. Okay, that's what I'm getting with this. So this person's really seeing the light now. They've had a huge epiphany, and they've gotten a lot of insight and awareness as to who you are to them. They do know that they have past lives with you. They do know this is a past life relationship, and they're really getting over this hump with regards to turning a blind eye toward it with that Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Because when they realize, especially with the embrace here, they feel it. It's like, for some of them, they go back in time and all these memories flood in their minds about all of these past life experiences with you, and then that love comes back to them. It's a very profound love. But this person, they could have Taurus moon in their chart, where there needs to be some sort of physical touch with this person. They feel more loved when they are held. They feel more loved when they are touched, whether it's like playing with your hair, or giving them a massage, or scratching their back or something, or again with the hugging here. They need this type of physical touch to make them feel that way. This could very well be stemming from a mother, their childhood. Maybe they weren't held as much as a child. Maybe they weren't hugged as much. They weren't, the love they thought that for them was associated with some sort of physical type of activity, and they didn't get that as much as a child. And if, especially if they have Taurus moon in their chart, some other aspects where physical touch is required, some strong Taurus energy, or even like where their Venus placement is, maybe Venus in Cancer as well. They need this, okay? And you have given that to them, and it just makes them feel whole. It makes them feel the love that they've been seeking, okay? And it's a very, very beautiful type of love. Like, and there's also physical with regards to sexual energies, okay? There's something here where I'm getting, when it comes to sex, they want the legs wrapped around them or something. They want you to be touching other things or something like that. It's not just the wham bam thank you ma'am type of thing is what I'm getting. They want something else other than the actual type of like intercourse, if I'm going to be completely honest here, all right? They want something more than that. There's something about maybe just caressing you in a way, or just like their hands all over your body type of thing. They want to pleasure you, but in more ways than one, and it has to do with their hands. It has to do, more Taurus energy. It has to do with the physical part here. Like, I'm hearing it again. I want my hands all over your body, but they want you to kind of have that orgasm in that way where it's not just penetration, right? The eggplant and the donut, if you know what I'm talking about with emojis. They want that type. They want you to feel that pleasure in other ways. And this person is very creative with that type of stuff, okay? I mean, it's pretty out there. So, but they know they can't hide from that anymore. They have to communicate with you with that Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords is what I'm seeing. They want to communicate how they want to please you, how they want to touch you, or what they want in the relationship too. It's like, but you've given that to them, and they want more of it. They want to explain to you, to communicate to you, you know, this is kind of what I would like, and this is what I need more of, because you've already shown that to them. And that is what we need to do in relationships, guys, where we have to communicate what we need in a relationship, what we're really wanting. And if someone is not receptive to that and they're not open to that, it's not really going to work out. Okay, I'll just flat out say it. So this person's really stopped getting over their overthinking and putting their head in the sand and really second guessing what this love is. They can't deny the feelings for you. They just can't. So they're getting ready to communicate this to you, because again, as I said with that Joker card, they're saying this love is not a joke, because the way that I feel for this, for Aries, is just I can't escape it, right? It takes me to another world. And they want to communicate that truth to you, and they want a reconciliation. They want to return to you to explain certain things for you. And they probably were standoffish because of that childhood wounding where they weren't held as much. They didn't have that physical touch growing up, okay? So that does affect people, guys. And sometimes, you know, when they're not getting that, it actually ends up deterring them from lovemaking. It deters them from what they know love really is, and it keeps them from that because they're afraid that they won't ever get that, because they might feel like they're needy or something like that, when that's not really the case. Everybody has different love languages. Everyone has different ways of wanting that love or feeling that love. And then for this, it's a strong energy of physical touch, okay? So, but it looks like this person's got to get over overthinking this and explaining this to you, of communicating this with you. Once this person gets over that hump there, where they're trying to avoid the truth of the situation, and they finally tell you, Aries, like what it is that they want or what that they've been lacking, it's going to help free them of their karma. It's going to help set them free, because the truth is going to set them free. So there is a communication energy here of reconciliation, reuniting with you. But this person wants to come back and explain these things to you. And they're going to tell you, with this whole hugging thing or whatever this physical touch is, like what they really feel with that. And I'm hearing very strongly, they're going to tell you, I want more of this type of physical touch in this connection, because of what I explained, how they really feel. So we're gonna see what else Spirit wants us to know about this, your person here, with regards to what we see here. All right. Cheers. New beginnings, anniversary, milestone, date, celebration, meeting new people, and happiness. There's a celebration here, guys. It's like Three of Cups energy. Like they want to return to you and communicate. Say, hey, you know, I love when you give me hugs. I love the way I feel. You make me feel so special. You make me feel different. You make me feel loved in a way that nobody's ever loved them before. And there is going to be a new beginning here. They're going to be communicating with you, asking you on a date. That's when they're going to come back and wanting to meet up with you and say, you know what, I want us to celebrate. I want us to go have a good time. Remember, with that playfulness energy, this person loves the times that they had with you. Maybe you guys had drinks together, champagne or wine or something like that, and you were able to be yourselves in front of each other. Or maybe you felt a little bit more loose when you were drinking and you weren't inhibited by that. So, you know, it's time to celebrate. And this person, when they come in to communicate with you, they want this new beginning. It's going to be a huge milestone here, because this person's now going to be able to really voice to you what it is that they've been holding in this whole time, and they feel completely happy. Like it's a grand old time when they're with you guys. They don't want to miss out on that anymore. Now, the bottom of the deck is reckless, acting recklessly, getting lit, highly volatile relationship, personality, use precautions and protection. Now I'm getting a few things with this. So when this person comes back in, there is going to be some big celebration on this date. There could be drinking involved. Now I'm also hearing that it may lead it up into sex, okay? Now, this is saying use precaution, use protection, because there's a possibility that someone could very well get pregnant, because this person, with the way they feel about you, especially with the physical touch, it's going to be like, I gotta, you know, I can't hold it in anymore. And again, with the date, the celebrations and stuff, with drinking involved, be very careful because somebody could very well get pregnant. Hence, you know, be very responsible. If you don't want to get pregnant, use protection, okay? Be careful with this reckless energy because it could lead to some situation that you don't want to be in, all right? So keep that in mind. The other thing here is that they're going to communicate to you about how they were acting recklessly on the date, or there was always drinking involved because this person was trying to escape, because they knew how they would feel if you just hugged them, if you just were massaging their shoulders or something like that, and they were trying to stay away from it because it was scary to them, and they thought that because they were having that with you that they were going to lose it again, or they didn't think it was real, right? So this person had a tendency to, when you went out together or something like that, when you were meeting up, you know, you guys would get lit, and both of you would act recklessly or something, and there was no protection, nobody was taking precaution, and it's like this person, they wanted more with you on those dates, but because the intimacy was so strong there, but not in a sexual way, they stood aside from that. They didn't want to get so much into that because of the deep feelings, that Six of Cups energy, reminiscing, and I love the way I feel, but like, it's, the feeling is so strong, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to handle this, right? Because as I said, there's inner childhood wounds here with not being held, or not being, you know, physically, there could have even been physical abuse with the shadow side of this, okay guys, I'm not going to lie, as to why they may have been, you know, wanting the physical touch, but then someone touched them in a way that was inappropriate, and it was like standoffish, and with you it was very, very different, and they wanted more of that type of thing. I'm getting some dark childhood memories here as well, but again, there's something here about, you know, before them being reckless with this, because they were trying to really avoid their emotions, okay? But as I said before, there is a need up here, going out on a date, communicating with you, wanting to see you, wanting to meet up, to have some fun. There could be drinking involved, but it could, because especially if you haven't seen this person coming back from the past and it's been a long time, and because you guys have had this history of having amazing time together, it could very well lead to like sex and someone gets pregnant. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so again, if you don't want that happening, use protection. I'm hearing you've been warned. All right, so let's see what else Spirit wants us to know with regards to how your person's feeling. And I'm gonna burn my cards. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. Yep, see, when I talked about this person being standoffish, they'd gaslight you, whatever, because there's some inner child wounds here, guys. Like, there's always a reason why somebody's going to be standoffish and try to gaslight you, and just like, oh, no, it's on you, and you called me out. No, that's not right type of energy. But they're, with the watching and the stalking, in a sense, they've been looking at you, looking at your social media, your website, your YouTube channel, whatever it is, and they're trying to observe you, because they're also trying to understand, why does this person make me feel the way that I feel, right? And they do feel guilty for acting reckless in the past, especially when you met up together and it was supposed to be innocent. They just wanted to just hold you, or they just wanted to wrap their arms and legs around you and not do anything, but it either led to something because they were drinking, or they were drinking to avoid even being that type of physically intimate, but not actual, not in a sexual way. They just kind of like threw that out of the window, and they feel bad about it, and they're now kind of like watching you to see, you know, when they come back, if you're gonna actually be receptive to this meetup, or you're gonna be receptive to the communication they're gonna give you. And part of that communication is with this card, I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, and want to date. There's another date energy, guys. They're gonna express to you that it's not just I like you, Aries. It's that they love you profoundly, okay? Because this is a past life love, and you remind them of a lot of things. This romance is going to be blooming, all right? And, you know, there is going to be some fun flirting here with that Six of Cups energy, being playful and kind of talking about the good old times. So remember this, I will say this. When I went on a date with my masculine, there was one, we always tend to eat Mexican, and for whatever reason, I always get hair in my food. And the last time, one of the last times we met up on each other, I somehow got food in my hair again. He goes, you know, Jess, or whatever, you always get food in your hair. And he actually went to remove it, and then he like took a picture to show me, but I think he was trying to take a picture for his own personal use or whatever. And you know, we always used to have the greatest times together. So your person may actually come and start you guys reminiscing about those silly times, like with what I just talked about, how I would somehow always get food in my hair. But the amazing thing is that he paid attention to that. Watching, looking, he was observing a lot, and God knows what else he was observing and what the attention he was paying to. But this person wants to date you. I mean, they've had so much fun with you in the past. It's like, I can't. You know, why am I going to keep myself with this? There's 2 date cards here, all right? So they want this romance to bloom. So they want to end the separation, because we have the separation card. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning and unsure of the future. Yeah, they're yearning for you. They really want to end the separation. They know they have to communicate with you because they just can't get away from the past, only because of the good memories, because they've never experienced that type of fun with you ever. All right, so they think about you a lot, Aries, a lot. All right, so they miss you quite greatly here too. There is this sadness that they have caused this separation. Now the separation was for a reason. You guys wouldn't be having these insights and awareness. You wouldn't be getting the clarity. You wouldn't be understanding the purpose of what separation is, and to clear your inner childhood wounds and what you really want in a relationship. Like for me, during all the separation periods that I've been in, it helped me to understand what my childhood wounds were and how to heal those, and what I really wanted in a relationship. Because for me, I was chasing it. I just wanted the romance, and then I started to realize there's way more to love than just being with somebody, going to dinners and stuff like that. Like for my person, we would spend a lot of time at his house, and it was so simple. We love music. We listen to music a lot, and just the jokes, and you know, looking up at the stars or something, being outside on his patio, whatever, just simple stuff. And just being in his presence, in the company, right? That's like, and we would talk about things, or watch a movie or something, and it's just, it helped me to realize, and yeah, I'm a big thing for smart people. I cannot date someone who doesn't intellectually stimulate me, and I'm not judging anybody, but this is what I need and I want in a relationship. Someone has to be either as brilliant as I am or smarter. Okay, and I'm a brilliant person, and I'm not being conceited. This is truth here. But I mean, I talk about very highly intellectual things, right? If I can't have an intellectual conversation with someone, or someone can't, like, you know, like answer all the Jeopardy questions or something like that, or talk about astrology, or talk about all these other things, or whatever I'm interested in, and they're interested in too, and I'll be receptive to what they want to talk about, I can't be in that relationship. I can't sit there, and if you can't talk to me, because I am Gemini Sun with Aquarius Moon, like I need communication, but the communication more so with, you know, intelligent conversation, all right? So, again, with the separation, you're realizing what it is that's really important in a relationship, what you really want and need, and so is this person, okay? And they've been missing you quite a bit here, and they really want to come in and communicate. And they're also going to communicate to you like how saddened they were, but how they allowed their past to affect them, their relationship with you, okay? So the bottom of the deck is mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. They were really going into hermit mode and doing some self-reflection and saying, you know what? They saw you as their mirror, because you guys were both repeating the same behaviors, but in different ways. You guys had very similar inner childhood wounds, right? Especially with your parents. So, oh, I just got a huge hit on that for my thing. Holy crap. Guys, our relationships reflect our inner wounds. When our inner child is wounded, we're going to track other people who have wounded inner child and a wounded inner child too. That's how it works. Like attracts like. So you guys have been mirroring each other for quite some time, and this is also indicating that a lot of you are what they call a twin flame, but my guides call it a light counterpart. They're really looking at themselves and saying, oh my gosh, you know what, they're kind of similar to me, but like I need to see that light within myself and see that who you are as a person, because you're a reflection to them. They start to see the truth in that. The Ace of Swords, the epiphany, the awareness, understanding that all of the relationships that this person had, to include you, Aries, they weren't true love because you didn't love yourself initially and you were still wounded. You hadn't cleared from your past. You hadn't reconciled with your past. You hadn't healed your inner child, and that's why a lot of you experienced these relationships, to include your actual divine counterpart, and why it was never like the love that you really wanted, because you never really understood what it is that you really wanted in a relationship, or what love was. So before we get into the extended, I'm going to go show you some of the cards that I have are going to be part of the extended, but we're going to look more into what your person in the extended. I'm going to pull a romance angel card, by the way, in the extended, which is found in the link below. We're going to look into what your person is healing sexually. And we're going to pull some really, really dirty cards so you can find out what they really are thinking right now, what they want to do to you, like what could happen when this date happens, okay? Or what's going on in their mind. And I mean, they're dirty cards, okay? And then we're going to also get other messages, like the words that I have written in my message cards after that, okay? So let's see. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Jeez. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Some of you are going to go away on a trip, maybe Italy, maybe Europe, or someplace over the water on an island, even though it's not an island. Maybe going on a gondola ride. Maybe you're going to Vegas and doing the gondola thing at the Venetian, okay? Maybe somebody's got a thing for Vegas and they're going to take you to the Venetian and you're going to be going on the gondola ride there. Or maybe you're literally going to Italy or Europe. But this person wants to spend a holiday with you. Could be Valentine's Day, okay? But there is a trip here that could also lead to engagement, which could lead to a marriage, right? There's like this honeymoon phase. They want to spend this like beautiful time with you. Again, the date energy, like celebrating, you know, let's go on a trip. Like, look at how far we've come. Look at what we've learned from this connection. Oh, well, shit. Engagement's the next one. See, I didn't even see it. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I'm telling you, this trip may very well lead to an engagement, okay? Like, they're going to propose to you on this trip, and I probably, you know, what's it called? Spilled the beans here? The cat's out of the bag type of thing. They want to take you on this trip because they also want to get to know you more. I mean, it's going to be very intimate, guys. I mean, you're going to be having a lot of fun, too. This is going to be a fun trip, okay? I do see Vegas very strongly for some of you, so it could be that. I mean, there is some sort of romance there. I actually love going there. I haven't been there in a while, but that's because of the circumstances. But they want to get to know you more. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, right? They just really want to talk about a lot of things. They're also going to talk to you about a lot of truths, a lot of things about their past. And again, like, this is what I want in a relationship. What do you want, Aries? And then you're going to ask them, okay, well, so-and-so, what do you want? And you're going to, you know, understand each other's needs and work towards that. But they want to know everything else about you, because at the beginning, remember, with that reckless energy, getting lit, just drinking because they were trying to avoid something. Keep that in mind. And they're just saying to themselves, you know what, I have to be honest here. And I was trying to avoid the truth because I didn't want to get in too deep, okay? James Morrison's, you give me something. He wanted to tread in the water, but now he's gotten in too deep, okay? That's what happened here. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. For some of you, divine timing is here, where this person is going to ask you out, but it's more about going on a trip here or doing something fun together, but being also very serious because there's a huge conversation that is going to be had on this trip. But this person also wants to make it lighthearted and fun to ease the tension, because this person is getting very nervous about this, okay? They have been planning this for quite some time, but they've been getting nervous because they want it to be right, okay? Now I'm looking at the heart here, and there's something about Valentine's Day. So, but don't get hung up on that, guys. When Valentine's Day comes and nothing's happened, remember, divine timing is at play. You're all on different timelines. So the next card here is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. This could be going on right now or in the past, where it's kind of like, you know what, they're going to tell you the truth. You know, they were second guessing certain things about this connection because they didn't think that their finances were there. They didn't have enough money. There is something about saving a lot of money for this trip or for this engagement ring or for everything, because somebody wants to make something like blow you out of the water. It's like something, some perfection here is what I'm getting. You know, Taurus moon, they like to have nice things, and it's like, it's got to be looking like this. I can't just have these types of flowers. It's got to be this type of flower, this type of flower, that, and this setting, blah, 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 blah. You know, I love Taurus moon because of that, because it's like the lighting, it's the setting, it's the ambiance, it's the environment. I mean, someone here is like got that down to a T. But there may have been, they could be communicating issues with financial issues or career issues with you, or they're going through that right now. It depends, because it's a collective reading. So we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, okay? This could even be you, Aries, but there's something here about the red flags. The red flag for some of for your person is that there were issues with money here, and they knew that, especially if they're like strong Taurus energy, money is important to them, okay? Financial security and stability is important to them. So this person was really working hard on their finances to make sure that you know, they could provide for you so that they can do this trip, so they can make this like the best trip ever, especially if there's engagement in here. I said it's leading up to a marriage here. And this person wants to explain all these things to you because the truth is coming out from this person. And this person wants to make sure that they can finally provide for you and do more trips like these of whatever it is they're planning. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay? This is what they were trying to get you to see, because you were Two of Swords about this, that you needed to respect yourself. You needed to love yourself first. I talked about the self-love. You can't bring in true love if you don't love yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? You've got to fill that holy grail up on your own. So this person was trying to get you to see, again, with that mirroring effect here, right? You attracted me because you were wounded. That's why we can't be blaming people for gaslighting us and for doing things to us, because you attracted that person. Because you either jumped into another relationship, or you didn't fully heal from something, or you're stemming from past life stuff that wasn't cleared. All right, so your person's getting you to see, oh, well, you know what? I need to get you to understand you need to love yourself first. That is attractive. When you're not shutting yourself down, you're not self-sabotaging, you're not putting your own self down and comparing yourself to everybody. I'm not pretty enough, I'm not handsome enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough this, I'm not tall, I'm not skinny, I'm not this. When you start saying that to your person, and that person starts saying that to you, it's, nobody wants to be around that, right? That's low vibrational energy. So love yourself first is very, very, it does make you more romantically attractive. This is about confidence. This is 9 of Pentacles, which is what we saw in the weekly for this week. If you haven't seen my weekly, please go watch it. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic person you seek. You see, because that's 6 of Cups. It's your past life person. This is not, this could be. What my guides are telling me loud and clear, this is the one. And this is also what your person has been getting hung up on with that Two of Swords energy. When they hug you, when they are like holding you, whatever, it's like, oh my God, I don't feel this way with anybody else but Aries. It is so strong, it's not even funny. So this person's like, you know what? They're overthinking, is this the one or not? Is this the one or not? But their intuition knows. Their intuition is known all the time because of the chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. That's why I said with the strong sexual energy, there it is. You have insane chemistry together. You can't deny this, and you can't avoid it either. It's like this bond that you guys have is so potent. It's like this person is trying to pacify those strong feelings for you, but at the same time, it's kind of like they want you to understand that it's not just about the sex anymore. It's more about the physical, like again, the hugging, the holding, just the caressing type of thing. They're realizing they need that more than just the, you know, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am stuff. I'm going to just put it that way. All right. So that's what your person, what's going on with your person, how they're feeling about you. Okay. So in the extended, as I said, we're going to see what type of sexual healing that they've been doing, they've been working on. And I'm going to pull these cards. If you want to know what comes out in these, this is just one of them. And this is like a little bit, there are other hardcore ones here, but maybe this is what they want, because I just pulled this out from the bottom of the deck, okay? So I have, and God knows how many messages are coming out, because there's strong chemistry. See? I mean, they're being serious here. But there's also, like, this physical aspect. So the other one is, you know, this is what the cards kind of look like, of what they're going to be out in the extended, okay? I mean, look at that. Somebody wants to go down on you too. So, I mean, and I'm not going to be afraid to like call the stuff out, but they're telling me not to actually read the cards because they want you to read them on your own without me using my voice, because somebody has something with my voice, or my voice turns somebody on or something when I read something, talking dirty, whatever. I don't know where I got that from, or something like that. But those are the cards that come out, right? And I have other decks too. That's just a taste of it. But I'm going to go pull one last one. I forgot. My guide said to pull my Love Oracle here. These heart-shaped cards are kind of difficult to somebody may have blue eyes that are difficult to shuffle. So let's see. What's the final guidance for this? Did I get something? No. I saw a dove. What's the final guidance for this? Holy Spirit for Aries. What final guidance do we have for Aries? It's so funny because I was contemplating on how I was going to do these readings, and they said, don't really put tarot in this. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. See, we have that. They're thinking about you all the time. Right now. Even after this reading is done. All of that. Okay? They're really thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you. If that card comes out, my message cards, that's going to, it's going to explain everything. Okay. All right, guys. So that's your reading. Thank you so much for watching this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right. Again, the extended, I'm moving on to the extended right now. So we're going to see what these sexual messages are, what they want to do to you. I mean, it is strong. Okay. It is strong. So we're going to find out more about that. As I said, the sexual healing that they've been doing and other messages from them. Yeah, the link for that is in the description box below. Okay, guys. So if you're not moving on with me to the extended, and this is where I leave you, thank you so much, Aries, for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best day, and always I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.